divide us and control us. Under the Constitution, under the Bill of Rights, the minority view, the minority organization is as protected as the majority, because in a pure democracy, 51% can vote to kill or enslave or scalp or whatever they want the other 49. And the big money banks offshore use the howling mob to be sicked on the middle class, which is the hereditary enemy of the elite, because the middle class is educated, informed, healthy, dynamic, upwardly mobile. That's a major wild card. But I'm prefacing what I'm going with here because I want to try to give you a bigger picture as I see it. You can have your own view. And I knew over the years, and it came out that white supremacist groups in Florida that always attack myself as their number one enemy, they spend more time attacking Alex Jones than they spend attacking Israel they claim they hate so much. And then it came out in the, what's the big paper in, came out in a bunch of the papers, but it came out in the Orlando Sentinel last year, headline, leader of white supremacist organization, FBI informant, and how they ran it, and most of the people in the group were feds. I've been to protests of the Klan. I've been to protests of the Aryan Nations, and you can look at them, they're cops. You can look at them. And if anybody was ever the archetypal, genetic look of a Jewish guy, well, I mean, here in Austin, they had them here, and it was, the three guys up on stage were Jewish. I mean, it looked like Howard Stern. I mean, this was a sickening joke, and I've always pointed that out, and that makes the establishment very, very mad. Hal Turner, always putting out fake Amaro stories, always putting out fake news, always attacking me. I told you 6-7 years ago that guy was a Fed, and I only come out and say things like that when I'm sure. I listened to him. I knew he was a Fed, calling for killing judges and calling for doing all this. I mean, I knew he was a Fed. Creating list of people. Now, this has come out in the Boston Globe a few months ago, but here it is. Report, FBI paid blogger. And that is the headline. Give me a shot for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers. This is out of Trenton, New Jersey. Chicago Tribune. Also broadcast on WGN Radio and WGN9 TV. Report, FBI paid blogger, and it turns out he is an agent like he said he was. Now, there are groups of poor, disgruntled white people who go out and who beat up black men or beat up Hispanics, and those cases do happen, but very rarely. That said, there is another group openly run by the feds that I must expose. Because I'm about the truth. I'm about integrity. I'm going to get to black folks in a minute. But Mecha and La Raza. La Raza means the race. And their motto is, for those in the race, everything. For those outside the race, nothing. That's literally a Hitler translation. For the German people, everything. For those outside the German Aryan race, nothing. I mean, this is sick. But they're not just funded by the FBI. They're funded by Miller Brewing. They're funded by Anheuser-Busch. They're funded by AT&T. They're funded by, I mean, go to their website, hundreds of corporate sponsors. They've got comedians they put on national television, constantly invoking race. What is behind this? Divide and conquer. So I'm going to briefly explain that when we come back. Then I'm going to get into police shootings. There are black men all over the United States killing cops and attacking whites and Hispanics. And this latest situation, the suspect they have cornered, they believe went and shot these 4 cops. He's a suspect, but another person just pled guilty. There's another report out of Oakland where the man's pled guilty to killing the 4 police officers. And the media is not explaining they go out and target white officers and kill them. And this is all racially driven. And I want to break down where all of this is going if we don't stop it. This is exactly what the New World Order wants. But clearly, there are racial attacks by blacks on whites, mainly police officers, going on nationwide. And I don't believe this is staged. But we're going to talk about that too. Because the truth is, human beings are all basically the same. People are people. And it's this victim ideology in the Hispanics and the blacks and the whites that has us all killing each other, and it needs to stop.